No edits on my feelings, no filter when I speak. I'm learning while I'm living, still becoming me. Every high and every low, every truth I tell. If you're healing, if you're growing, welcome. This is life, unfiltered. This is Shana Unfiltered.
Welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
You
I'm a
see,
guest.
my
Hi.
guest is here.
So my first guest appearance, people.
Bop, 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 bop. Applause, applause, applause. Everyone sitcom.
Yeah.
I'm put in the sound. Right, guys, this is my friend Krista, aka Keep It Chris, aka the chef is not a chef yet.
Believe it. Oh,
Yeah.
I say nothing about that. Okay.
Right. Content creator extraordinaire. And I know she's been missing me because we see her post today and she post about how she have a crash out. And we know that would have been avoided if we had our little morning talks where we vent to
True.
each other about
True.
corporate life.
But the lady quit her job and now I drive to work in silence. But it's fine. I have Jekyll to keep my company because I listen to Love 101 every morning. Jekyll, big up yourself anywhere you're there. Yeah, every morning.
Right. So I decided that, I'm gonna, facilitate Krista having we're gonna do one of our morning talks right now live for you guys because honestly, and I mean like going to work over the years, I've always said that, I feel like what we talk about in the morning is something that I feel like I could talk to people about, like, hear the dog, them do a God.
Them I say, yeah, for real.
Even the dogs are in agreement that the world needs to hear this, or rather Jamaica needs to hear this. But it's just a matter of, talking about things that really happening and just how perplexed and frustrated I am with our systems in Jamaica.
Absolutely.
And the expectation of us as young people, the bag of gatekeeping and the dinosaurs them where refuse to go
with the
retire or
get with the
times because it is stemming the growth of the organizations, the institutions, the different groups. I don't want to say groups, so I can't even think about the word right now. But just it's like just one piece of stagnant everything because people just refuse to adapt and change. And I'm not saying, and I always like to put my disclaimers in because I don't want to feel like say I'm not rational or that I don't understand the times, because I do, and I do understand the need or the reasoning behind tradition and rules and regulations and that things happen a particular way because of something or because of something fundamental that was in place or whatever. But that does not mean that there is not room for growth and improvement and whatever, especially when things become archaic and irrelevant. We can still pay homage to the foundation while fixing up the little things that we need to fix up so that it stays relevant and so that the generation that is coming can benefit and that so that we can also, we can function at a level that makes sense globally. And so, I just want to say something I always say, and something I turn right now, Jamaica. Stop! Because why? Why are we like this? Why is it like this? Why does it have to be like this? It is so draining. It's so draining. And so, Krista, I wanted to talk about like the economy and whatever, but I also know what social media is like. I know what you people are like. I know what you people are like because I'm just like that too. Where I don't want to come and talk about things and I don't have the facts and I don't have the numbers because I don't want no troll or nobody come take me on in the comments asking about, well, did you know the percentage and where you get that information from or whatever. What I want to talk about in regards to the economy though is like our lived experience.
Okay.
Our lived experience. That's what I want to talk about. I don't care about what them talking about in
The
parliament. I don't care about what the stats are saying. I don't care about what the government is saying. What I care about is the experience that the Jamaican people are having. The experience that I'm having, that you are having, that our friends are having, and that all the people that are commenting under these things are having. Because it cannot be that stats saying one thing, the government is saying one thing, or leaders are saying one thing, but then the reality, not just that, but the reality is not saying the same thing. So I don't understand, where are they getting these stats from?
And the thing is, as somebody that works in government and somebody that works in government press, it's not that they're lying, they're not fabricating the information. It is true. But as I said, it's not trickling down to the everyday man. So the everyday average person, they're not seeing the benefits of these things, or at least they're not seeing it right now. Because the things that they're talking about, the things that's out there now, as I said, they're true and they're happening.
Like
but
what?
It probably... You're asking for draft stats now.
I'm not asking for drafting a stats, but more a real life. Like,
pass my phone.
What is happening now? What is happening now that you think?
Because they're saying that employment is at an all-time low right now. But I feel like it's not measured against maybe everybody. It's like a set amount of people. And then it's like the quality of jobs as well. So yeah, people are employed, but the quality of the jobs that they have is not affording them.
And that is my thing.
Yeah.
Because if it's a case where I'm getting up and I'm going to work just so that I can go to work, that don't make no sense.
I remember when I was looking like right out of COVID and I needed to get a job. I spent 1 year looking for a job and I got one offer after, maybe when I got closer to that 1 year mark, and they were offering me around $75,000. And this is 4 years ago. 75K still can't do nothing then, much less now. But at the time when I was looking at it and I did my calculations, because I live at home with my parents, so I'm not paying rent or anything like that, but I would need gas, and they said that they were going to provide lunch, so I would not have needed lunch money. But I drove at the time my father's car, so my father gets put in people in car. I have to pay bills because my parents weren't working.
Yeah, and if you're going to drive your father's vehicle every day, then there's expectation that, right, that's
upkeep as well. So gas, bills, grocery and whatever. It was, at the time I was like, all right, I could scrape to the 75, but then, all right, then what next? 75 and that's it. That's carrying me back to work, as you just said.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing with that. What am I supposed to do with that?
And then my thing is that you put yourself in this box, and it's not even like a figurative box. Like you're literally putting yourself in this box, and I'll give you a real life experience that's happening right now. My younger sister is going back to school. She's going to school now, and she's going to school in the evening. She's doing evening school, so you know that it's a longer program that she would have to do. And she work at a BPO. I'm not gonna call the name of the BPO. I'm not gonna call my sister name. If you know my sister, you know my sister, but I'm not gonna call the BPO name. I'm not gonna call my sister name. But they are now trying to force her out because they're telling her that they cannot facilitate her request. Now, this girl has been working there for more than 5 years. She's working there for over 5 years because she has been working there from before I went. She probably started working there right when I was going to college. Right, and I left college 2021, and I would have been in college for 4 years. So my sister worked from probably like 2019 or somewhere there, about 2018, probably before that. No man, long before that, now that me I think about it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Long before that she worked
And
there.
that don't even matter.
And that don't even matter. But the point I'm making is that she would have faithfully been working there. And when I say faithfully, I mean when you work at these BPOs, them expect say you go honor your schedule, you go. So that means you're not late.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're not beg no favors in terms of making her on a specific shift or whatever. This is the first request that she's putting in of this nature.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it is because she's trying to improve herself so that she can get that more opportunities can come to her. Because the life that she is trying to plan for herself and build for herself cannot do on a BPO salary if she wants to have a life. It can't happen. And that's not a job that is prominently offered in this country because that is what our government has invested in for us.
Mm-hmm.
What they have invested in for us is BPO. And
I've been to a lot of BPO cutting handovers and whatever. And I don't know. So for some of them, I can appreciate the work culture that's there for what they're showing because I've never worked in a call center or anything, so I don't know.
I've worked in multiple call centers.
I don't know what it is, but the culture that's there or the environment that's there when I walk through the spaces, I'm just like, okay. And actual rewards for your work and so on. I'm like, okay, fine. It's not horrible, it's not bad. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that the stuff that they're putting out in the press, the things that I cover on a day-to-day are not true. They are true. And I do see where people are benefiting, but it would take a longer time for us to see the benefits of all the things that they're talking about in government. I was trying to find a story earlier, that's why I was looking down on the phone, but I can't find a specific story that I wanted to talk about. So, I don't know.
My thing is that if majority of the populace is not benefiting from it, or if majority of the
some of them need time. It needs time.
All right, fine.
I mean, no one so like me take off the government.
What does it sound like though?
I know it sounds like it, but I don't want to say that they're painting a facade or whatever, because what they're saying and the facts that they're presenting are facts. But I am saying to you is that the reality of it, people are not gonna see it, especially in the moment.
Yeah, but I think also that there are other things that they can do that can improve the life for people now. And I want to finish up the story about my sister because it's important. And the thing is that she's going to school now, and them are gonna tell her say, basically the contract that she was the program, I don't even know what it named, the account that it named, the account that she was on, they lost the account, and so they're trying to put the people on a new account or whatever. And because of her request that she made for a later schedule, not that she's not gonna work the full hours or whatever, but she's just asking to be considered for the later schedules because she wants to be able to go to her classes, or the earlier schedules, and something along this. I think she wanted to do the earlier schedules so she can go to her classes in the evening.
Yeah.
And them going to say them can't facilitate that, so them want her to write to them and tell them say she's willing to work whatever hours or whatever, and if that don't work, then she's gonna have to think about her future with the company. So I'm not gonna tell you no me advise her, cause me is not the best person to ask questions like this. Cause me feel like say them place here, them need to understand themselves, because if we don't have people working phone, and I'm not saying that you must take up everybody sub-story or whatever, because at the end of the day, you are a business and whatever, but you need to look at the track record of the persons who are coming to you with these requests. And come on, man, people now hire on a computer and them something. If somebody are trying to improve themselves and it's not affecting the quality of work that they are producing.
Oh, but it will, Shana. We know why? Because when she upgrades herself, she's going to leave the company and go get a better job.
Well, I tell her don't stop go school, and I tell her don't stop go school, because at the end of the day, if something happens and them lay you off, you are going to regret not finishing the course.
For sure.
So if it means you need to go to your yard and figure it out, go to your yard and figure it out. We will figure it out for you and with you. Go on to school and don't make them whatever, because it's so annoying and frustrating. And we talk about how our youth don't want to empower themselves and them don't want to take up the hard programs and them don't want to do this and them don't want to do that. But are we giving them the opportunities to do it?
Yeah, these are the situations that they face.
I'm someone talk about economy, but right now I feel like I never want to go touch that because to all my blood already are boiling now. Because it just don't make any sense. And then even these new taxes that are being imposed and whatever, who are these? Who it gonna affect the most? Who it gonna affect the most? Me. Me. Anti-favor, alright.
Budget debate is coming up. So I would encourage you guys to watch it and see what is really going to be affecting you. Budget debate starts the week of the, what do you call this now? Today the 7th?
Mm-hmm.
So that means a month, Tuesday coming, which is the how many days ago? 7, today is 7, 9. The 9th, the budget, the 10th, the budget debates are going to start on the 10th. So, and they're going to be aired, by the JIS. And
not you with the plug.
Guys, for real though, like if you want to keep
JIS
up,
sponsor my video.
If you want to keep up with accurate government information, follow the JIS on all platforms. Yeah.
No, the girl have do a full plug though. Hey.
Yeah. No, but we're talking about the economy. And people have how many opinions, but a lot of people aren't talking from facts, from what is there. So I would encourage you guys to go and
Krista,
watch the budget debates.
I have a little problem with the JIS too, but because
don't even bother go there. I have to keep my work. Thanks.
I'll talk about this when Krista is not here.
Please do.
I'll talk about this when Krista is not here.
Yeah.
But another issue that I have, and it's stemming from the same problem, is that, we have a generation of comparison. The tits for the tats and the then for the no and the when I was your age and
sound like a
back in my I'm not gonna talk about us sounding like our parents, but I am gonna touch on this little thing, and it's come like everything we're hoping on the media now we talk about. But it's about the declining rate of the birth.
They can't keep it in. Shop is very luck. Yesterday I was talking to a friend and them I said, oh, somebody had passed us and the guy had a baby in his hand and it looked like it was his son or whatever. So then he goes, oh, I love to see a man with him child. Like I love to see a man stepping up to the plate and taking accountability for their children and whatever. And then somebody else brings up the birth weight situation and say, oh, if we don't have a children, and I say,
no ring, no death on my finger.
So then I say like, me away for a picnic. I say, hello?
No, but you're in a stable job and you're an educated woman.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it.
Well, no, education open a lot of doors, but it open a bank door too. It open my bank account door too. So money I go fly in.
I used to work for government. I thought they paid well.
That's alright, but I'm sorry, that can afford me. Me and Belly? I don't know.
I think that and it's something that everybody is saying in the media and whatever, and it is that the reality of what we live day to day is not conducive for us to bring children into the world. For a lot of persons, and I don't think it's spoken about a lot, for a lot of persons, we grew up with our parents working. Them do them overtime and them go above and beyond and them go as far as the light meet the sea to ensure say we had everything and that we were able to have a good life and whatever. And the reality of that is that you grew up without your parents. You grew up without your parents. You grew up without your parents being involved in your life the way that you would have wanted them to be involved in your life. And so we have parents that don't know them pitney.
Mm-hmm.
We have kids who raise themselves. We have kids who I don't even know how to put it, but it's just the absence of the parent or that role model in the household. And then we wonder what happened in the breakdown of generations and why things were not taught that needed to be taught.
Yep.
And why we have a generation of persons that they don't appreciate the things that the other things say.
Yeah, but they take it for granted.
They take because it's taken for granted. And the excuse is that, oh, they worked and they made sacrifices so that we could have a good life. And I use the word excuse right there because them say that we're giving them excuse for why we don't have children. And the reality is that I don't want that for a child that I bring into the world.
Yeah.
I want to be, and what I've seen in my generation with my friends who have kids is that they are present. Them present to the point where most of them are stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
Them left corporate and stay at them yard, homeschool them kids, and they're very present. And when you interact with those kids, it's almost like you're buck up on a 90s pitney. The children are brilliant kids.
Yeah.
Vibrant kids. And it's very refreshing. But that's what I want. But that comes from having some sort of stability.
So I can speak to that stability because my household was that very, I guess, unconventional household because my mother never worked a 9 to 5. My father never worked a 9 to 5 either. So for me, both of them were present. And I can't imagine that not being the case. So when I buck up on persons who are raising themselves, who don't have the same experience that I have with my parents, I'm like, okay. Me not forget and spell why them behave the way them behave. Lack of accountability, doing whatever. Like, I'm like, okay.
And you see it unfolding in dealing with these young people nowadays. I have a niece, she's 12. And I have to go to her school sometimes to do some stuff. Because our family believe that the village raised the pitney. So my older sister has 3 kids, and the reality of that is that we all raise the 3 kids. We all play a part in their lives. We're all teaching, correcting, leading. We are fair Benny tree before it's set. Because you are not going to go out in society and not be prepared for what the world is. You're not going to go out in society and not be aware of who you are. You're not going to go out in society and form fool of yourself. Because it is in the household that those things are done. You shape out the
taught and watered.
From your yard. But what I've noticed is that other day I had to go to school for my niece. There was an incident that happened, and one of the kids that was involved in the incident, like, there's no parent, and the message that was sent to the school came from the child, and I was so puzzled because there's no way my niece come home and she in a trouble for something. I'm gonna go to school to find out what happened. And there's no way that I would have been in a situation like that and my mother never take up herself and go to school, or she send my big sister, or one of my auntie them come, or something like that. But that's some Negro. So when I went to school and the parent was not there, I said to myself, yo, this is why these kids behave how them behave. And you see in the news other day with the pitney from the Ocherios school where killed the pitney.
Yeah.
Like, I think that if we had more involvement from parents, these things wouldn't happen.
They're not being heard. They don't know how to express themselves how they should. They don't know how to regulate their emotions. They don't know how to deal with the things that they're going through.
Yeah, and a big part of that is because there is the way that parents are supposed to be showing up for kids It's not happening.
And then going back to the 9 to 5 situation, what if it's a case where that parent really could not be allowed to go, even if they wanted to?
Yeah.
Because you have two sides of the coin. You have the ones that don't care enough, and then the ones that want to care, but the system does not allow for them to do so.
Yeah.
Because and every boss understanding and every play, they don't care. They don't care. That's not their problem. And so you have that to contend with as well.
So between the economy, between all of that we just discussed, and just the reality of the mindset that we are believers, we are Christians, we're saved, and seeing what is happening in the world, it turns you off completely from having kids.
Hi.
It's
and then which is probably why some of our friends are homeschool, because they don't want their children to be
exposed.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think they're gonna hold on to them forever, and I don't think they are even keeping them in a bubble. I'm sure they have real conversations with their children as well.
Yeah.
But you say a while ago, you have to curb the tree before it's set. So at least at the foundation ages, they can have them and having that mindset. Grow up a child in the way they should go. When they grow up,
they will not depart.
They are not.
That's
even
what the word says.
And then some of these schools don't even have devotions anymore. They're not having meaningful prayer times and anything like that. And you can see that it is affecting the nation. But nobody else see it, first of all. Nobody else really see. So that's affecting them. It's not about doctrination or whatever, but
it's not
having them centered at the beginning of the day helps throughout. Like nobody else
no, but then later on in life, when they're looking and searching for meaning and they're looking to the universe and looking to all of these things and searching for purpose and searching for truth,
half of the people where they don't serve God like that, they're not obedient to God, or they're not living like a Christian life, it's still the morals that they would have learned from going to a Sunday school or having devotions in the morning at school that keeps them on a certain path. So even if them not Christian, them still have something on the back of their mind for say, no, I need to be good or to do good, or maybe withhold my anger, or let me,
I don't know if it's a matter of we take it for granted or if it's just a blatant ignorance to these things or what, but me and my regular crash out to them about these things. It's not normal. And I'm telling you, I try not to think about these things too much, because I feel like if I think about it too much, like me just not want to do nothing. Me not want to do nothing more. They said not just Jamaica stop, but world stop. Me come off because
driver.
Because and then with the emergence of social media and
that don't make it no better.
Globalization, and what is happening everywhere in
all
real
at
time,
once.
all at once, and all of this information and majority of it is horrible.
I saw an interview earlier today with Prince, and he was saying that, and this was back in film time, like maybe the early 90s or late 80s, when TV was just coming about and popularized, and cable and this and whatever. He was just like, I think there needs to be a day where TV is just off. Like there's nothing broadcasting, there's nothing going on, because I don't think this is his words now, he's saying that he doesn't think that we were meant to know everything and to take on the world's burdens all at once and whatever. So if he was saying that at that time,
with this,
how much worse is it now?
Listen to me. Other day I had to tell my sister, say the youngest of the three, the nephew, he's like 4 or so, and I said to her, he's off tablets for the next couple of days, because what I noticed is that he started to disassociate. So him not talk to nobody, and it has happened before.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, someone would. I had the tablets in here, and I said to him, he came in and he asked for the tablet, and I said, you cannot get the tablet, but you can watch something with me on the TV, and then you can go and do your homework, and then after we do the homework, then there's no more of that. You're gonna have to play or something. And him throw a little fit, and I gave him the look. And he said, okay, can I watch planets? And I said, sure. Because he knows that when we're watching the TV, it is educational things that he's watching. It's low STEM things that he's watching. But when him have him tablet and him can control him and watch, then it's bare foolishness. And he sits and he brainwashes for hours. And him not eat, him not do nothing. Him never see when people walk past and them something there. And it's frightening. So I said to my sister, I said, yo, no tablet. He needs a break. And I took the tablet. And it's like, you can see the difference. He's calmer. He is less, and like everything is different. The information, the technology.
So I have a social media talk that I like to do, talking about being safe on the internet and also being careful and being guarded about your mental health. Taking breaks from social media is very important because you find that you spend hours and hours scrolling. Sometimes you fall into...
Guilty of the doom scrolling. Guilty.
You fall into like unhealthy thought patterns, comparing yourself to other people. I know I'm guilty of that because maybe not in the traditional sense, but for me, I'm a content creator and I see other content creators doing the work, putting in the work and whatever. And I'm like, I want to do that. I need to do that. But sometimes my life circumstance does not allow me to properly like divulge into what I really want to do. And sometimes I say, but girl, if that you want, you just have to do it and da-da-da-da-da. But I mean, reality is reality and reality is often disappointing. If you get the reference, I love you for that. Me, I can be friends. But I don't know, sometimes instead of getting up and doing something, you can fall into just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, being overwhelmed. You're scrolling, you're seeing the thing that you want, you're seeing the thing that you want to go after, but you're doing this instead of getting up and doing.
All right, I'm really guilty of that because I think, and all of that I was telling myself that I need to just stop and go because, and the trick I tell myself is that I'm doing research.
Oh, I'm getting inspiration.
Yes, I'm doing research and I want to know about this thing so much because I don't want to make
We
any
are
mistakes.
so good at negotiating with ourselves. We are so good at coming up with good reasons to stay seated. And that's not even like the most frustrating thing. But I was just using that as an example. That's not really the full reason why I don't do half of the things that I want to do. But I just want to use that as an example. Say we really are taking on more than we should. And again, the internet is a place of many millions of opinions. See two more coming at you right now.
Wait, the other day I was on TikTok and I saw this lady. I don't even remember what her name is. I don't remember her handle or anything. But she and her, I think it's her husband, they bought this beautiful apartment and it had beautiful marble tiles. But she wasn't a fan of the beautiful marble tiles. She was a fan of the beautiful windows, but she wanted wooden floors. And so she decided that she was going to buy some wallpaper sticker.
Okay.
And she was going to put it on the marble floor and make the space her own. And of course, the comment section came at her and told her how she was spoiling the beautiful marble tiles and whatever. And after the lady do all her house, you know, so she go.
She tell them off?
She said,
then I for house.
and
You see them something I talk about. You see, this is something that Prince also spoke about, that we're letting too many people into our space. And he wasn't even talking about social media. He was talking about TV, that we're exposing ourselves to so much. If the lady have her marble tile, but she want wooden floors, what is the problem? A Ufa house, are you pay the mortgage or she pay the mortgage?
yeah.
Hello? But then something I talk about for choo-choo.
But also, they say, and you know this because you're a content creator, that when you put the content out there, Andrew always say it too. Like,
you know, so you always are called Andrew name and people don't know who Andrew is.
They know who Andrew is.
No.
He's in the intro.
And like they don't know who Andrew is because may I watch a video, the last video where you do, And I know who Andrew is because I am your friend and I'm Andrew's friend. But then people are watching video and saying people know who Andrew is.
I asked Andrew if he wanted to be in the video.
He doesn't have to be in the video for them to know who Andrew is. He never say, oh, Andrew is my friend, or Andrew is my editor, Andrew is my I would say filmographer, mighty God, more asleep. Videographer. They just say, oh, Andrew is like, oh, okay, so there's a person in her life whose name is Andrew. Got it.
I will make an introduction at a later time
In
for
due
who
time.
Andrew is. Andrew need him one video. I know. Krista, why would you cut me in the middle of me saying
I'm not
something?
even remember what you said. What did I say again?
I was saying, Andrew, what was I saying? Andrew,
Oh, that's about. Oh, we're letting. Yeah. We're letting people too much. If you decide that you're going to put stuff out there,
I remember.
there you go.
The train. We caught the train.
Almost gone.
All right. So what I was getting at was that, and I said, Andrew always likes to say also that when we post our stuff on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever it is that you're posting, even if it is your WhatsApp status, you are agreeing to the terms and conditions of social media. And that is that people will have something to say. They will have their opinions. And if you leave your comment section open, if you
That's
turn
not
on
the
the comments,
problem I'm having.
them free to talk.
Them can't say anything, but why the lady go take up herself now, go take
That
it up
is
back.
different.
That is the problem. That is the
different.
issue.
And
I
that is
would
something that is-
make a video right after just polish my floor or whatever and say, come take it up.
that is different.
Come take it up if
that
you
is,
want to
that is
take
something
up.
personal, and that is the responsibility of us as individuals to
remain individuals.
Yeah, to remain individuals and to have a mind of your own and to not let.
Oh my gosh. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I really not like it. Like if you have a problem with it, that's your problem, not mine.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm scrolling on social media and I see some stuff like I'm making a Cobb salad and somebody says, "Oh, I hate eggs."
Okay.
Video.
Then the person will come back and say, okay, well, I made a Cobb salad and you're not like eggs. So here, I mean, you can even spin it that way too. To be honest, you could be like, all right, since you never like the last Cobb salad, say a Cobb salad here without egg. Even though I think a main ingredient in a Cobb salad is egg. You want a different type of salad, but if a Cobb salad me come for talk about, why you attack my Cobb salad?
No,
You're not gonna find somebody else who makes Caesar.
I think also what happened is that with the is insurgence is the right word?
Finish the sentence, I'm gonna tell you.
With the growth. That's what I really want to
When you
say.
reach an internet, they
don't
want
know.
sound big. It's fine.
In the
Some
growth.
speaky spooky.
All right, Krista. All right, level. No, I'm so like I want you always a level. With the growth in social media and whatever. Oh my God. What was I saying? I think.
Him worse no. He never said too much of the sentence. Again, we're still on the point of people not allowing themselves to be individuals.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I just feel like we let people have too much influence. Oh, but what I was I remember. What I was saying was that oh my God, come back. Don't do this to me.
I know she just says she remember.
I do remember, but you gotta get covered. People are showing us that they're fools. That is what I want to say.
That's why I never remember. Jesus said must be nice and loving. Sure.
No, but it's true though. People fooling up. No, listen to me. Sometimes I read these comments and I say, oh my God, you watched the video and then you took up your phone and you click comment.
That's okay. I
and
like
you
the engagement.
Typed it.
The engagement is good for me, thanks.
You type the foolishness. I may say, no, sir, reading and writing is not fundamental anymore.
It's okay. I
But
appreciate the engagement.
honestly, when I was working at the bank, I realized that we really need to do something about our literacy rate in Jamaica. And so, guys, if you have not purchased my book as yet, go and purchase it for your child so that they can learn to read.
They must learn how to read.
There are now 4 books out in the series. We are awaiting the last book.
They're so cute.
Yes, you should go and get a book. Go and get a book for your kid.
You don't know where I said down.
I know, but it's me laughing at me putting in the plug there. But yeah, but it's just I don't know. We need to be confident in ourselves and in our own thoughts and in our individuality, as you said, Krista. But more than anything else, I would love for us to teach our children that nothing is wrong with being different. Nothing is wrong with being bold. Nothing is wrong with being an individual.
Sometimes it poses a problem and you want cookie cutter, and if you do something you have to sound a certain way or look a certain way and all of that. And I'm like, bro, there's a space for everybody. There's a space for everybody's personality.
And there's a space for the cookie cutter. Don't get wrong, you know, there is a space for it because there is a difference with you being professional versus you not being yourself. And I don't think that we have learned the difference in that. Just because I am in a professional capacity and I'm speaking a particular way and I dress a particular way and I bring myself a particular way, it doesn't mean that I am not still Shana and I'm not still me. That's not what that means. It just means that in this, and I think that's why we must teach you picking them time and place.
Oh, for sure.
And I have a book about time and place too, named Oh Here the Rabbit. Get it on Amazon.
No, buy a book, no? Buy the book. Buy the book. Shall work hard. And them nice with you. Not because I'm a friend. They're nice with you.
But it's true, you need to teach the kids them time and place so that when they're adults, they know the time and place. Because it's one thing to teach your children to be individuals, and it's one thing, even as adults, I find this. Listen to me, them something hey, you know about me, you know. You know me, I'm a crash out them, you know. I'm not afraid to drape you up anywhere you're there, you know. I'm gonna do it respectfully. Me do it very respectfully. Make you even so confused, says I drape up again, but you feel bad. Because I've had friends who are no longer friends. I've had acquaintances. I've had persons who have passed through my life. Because you know, our life is like a tree. Some people are leaves, branches, all type of things. And I've had persons who have passed through my life, and I did have to let them go. Them did have to just go on with the season because I realized that you are an individual, yes, and you are proud of yourself, but you're so narcissistic and you are so hyper-focused on yourself that you have forgotten that you still have to live in a world and that you need to be conscientious of the people that are around you. And what that means is that being yourself should not supposed to make you feel less than because me I be myself.
Yeah.
If me I be myself and me I be respectful and I'm doing everything that is appropriate. And appropriate is, I'm gonna put that in a quotations, appropriate. By basic, I never gonna say society standard, but what is by human standard. Basic human courtesy and standard and whatever. I'm not rude to you and I'm not go out of my way to be nothing evil and vindictive. I have people like that. I've met people like that. And then you still feel less than. That is a you thing, you know.
Right.
That different.
Right.
But when you go out of your way
to make somebody
else feel small and you belittle them and them something, or you're loud and like
miss me with that.
Say it again. say it with your chest. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. I don't like people that are like that. And when you're raising your children, please raise your children to know time and place and know how to act in spaces. It's very important. They don't need to. A lot of persons, they don't necessarily dislike children, but they dislike the behavior of children. So people, please firm up with them and big up to all of the people who are the successful gentle parenting, but I don't believe in gentle parenting. And if you don't want to come for me in the comments about that, big up uno and uno can name up on yourself about that, but me don't believe in a gentle parenting. It don't work for me. I'm not a gentle parent. I am gonna give you all of the looks that my mother gave me, and you know what that mean. Me dep on the internet, no nobody come check me on them. But yeah, me believe in a real Jamaican parenting. Because no opinion gonna come share me on the road. Now do what you do. Now do what you not do in your yard, out the road, and feel like say the general public are gonna come have back brother than my own. And my also have to come back in that not gonna work. Yeah. But I feel like we are going off, but that's me. I don't know that bad now. We talk about 1,020 things. But I really just want to know, like with how everything is happening, like as young people, what we do? Do you know?
My foot with my tongue.
Andrew, you know? Andrew kissing feet.
I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to find a way to survive. And for me, the hottest thing right now, the thing that's beating me the biggest, baddest, dirtiest way is finding balance.
What is that?
What is that for real? What is that? What is a balance? What is a ball? What is a ant? What is a balance? What is a ant that is ball? Nah, laugh. But I don't know. And then, because we're living in the last days, the days are so short. You know, everybody have the same 24 hours. Sometimes I see what some people do with them 24 hours. I say, wow,
and you feel like you're wasting time though?
Yes.
Like, what did you do today?
Yes. And I'm like, see, anytime you see me start scratching, you know, so I start get stressed out mentally. Like,
nobody stress out yourself. Don't stress out yourself.
Me did it already.
But if you know as this generation, as young people, like what to do, like you can tell me in the comments because me don't know.
And
here.
I don't know if I must save, I don't know if I must travel, I don't know if I must start a business, I don't know if I must quit my job, I don't know if I must. You understand? I don't know. And I have all these things that I want to do. I don't have the time to do it because if you have a 9 to 5, I have to eat some food. And then what me want to do if I had a safety net, right? Like if me have a husband, like if me have a rich husband too. Or I just have a husband who willing to make me stay home and put in the work. I'm not have to rich, you know. You not have to believe in me. Yeah, that's all I'm have to believe in me. Can make it in me.
I'm willing to pay the bills then.
I'm willing to pay the bills then.
Until you make it.
Yeah, like me cook for me now, me what me take care of him nice. And I don't want someone like I put in myself out there like this is a dating show. But I'm just saying.
I mean, we could turn it into that if you want. If you want to pop we can do that pop the balloon.
I'm not doing no pop, no stinking balloon.
Who don't want to pop the balloon and Krista is the girl? Let me know. I can't set it up. You have to be a Christian, not a fake Christian, a real Christian, by my vetting.
I agree with her. My face still looks like this because I'm not doing no damn pop the balloon. What me that talk about? What me that say again? What me that about? Right. If I had a safety net, because I would have supported him like how he must support me, you know. Yeah. I would have make sure so he come home and have something nice for eat. But anyways, we're not talking about that right now. What we're talking about is the fact that if I could just focus on my dream, which is to be a full-time content creator.
Which requires a lot of time.
That beat me bad because I come home from work and with my job, I work late sometimes. I work on weekends sometimes. For most of the time, I work on weekends, like maybe every other week or something. Maybe, you know, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I'm on weekend duty. I work on holidays sometimes as well. Like when I do get the downtime, I want to be down. I want to lie down. I want to take a little nappy. Yeah. I just want to don't do nothing. And then because as well, what I do for work is editing and shooting. To now come home from the 9 to 5 and try to do it for myself, I am drained. And I don't want nobody come tell me, say, oh.
Sorry.
They drain me every day.
I am such...
So then I don't want nobody come and tell me about how I don't want it enough. That's why I not do it.
And I hate when people say that, I hate when people say that because my circumstance and your circumstance is not the same.
Exactly.
It's not
Because
the
when
same.
I am there doing the how many shoots I have to do for the day and then come up, or when I'm driving, for example, for like Friday I get up from how much o'clock, drive go my bay, work for the whole day. I was the MC this time, but we're still there's a lot of moving parts. And then we finish around 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I have to drive, come back home and something. And then when I start talk about recreation, we must make time for myself. We don't start talk about ministry because I'm involved in church as well. We don't start talk about me trying to exercise during the week. My own personal upkeep. We don't start talk about that. So by the time me come
your
home,
responsibility, your family and your friends.
can go on because I am tired just talking about it. So when I sit down and I say, all right, I want a content plan and whatever, and I make the plan and I want to execute.
Make the plan.
We throw
away the plan.
We
What
throw-
that say?
What I'm saying?
Make the plan.
Make the plan.
Execute the plan.
Execute the plan.
Expect the plan to fail. Throw away the plan. Captain
Brother, it is so hard because I don't know, and sometimes that just gets me down. That in itself gets me down because I want to do the things and I'm trying to do the things, and then
Things them now work.
No.
Things them don't want to
that's
be
why
done.
I say what is balance. Can now me have to go try to find a balance meal. Me have to go try to find a balance in exercise. And then sleep. What want to sleep? Want to sleep because when I reach home, like I change my work day. So I leave
spoke
work.
about this in my last video, about the issues that I was having, with trying to cope and like just the reality of life, not life.
I don't do coke. I don't smoke weed.
I never said coke.
I know, but it reminded me of the song, like what to do. Ever $5 or 10.
This cannot. What is wrong with you? Guys,
I don't smoke.
this is my life with these people,
What to do? Ever $5 or 10.
Though, I really do want to encourage people that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's sometimes very hard to see it. I don't know how you're going to find balance, honestly. I really and truly don't know how you're going to find balance, but what I have learned is that you need to sit down, take a moment, take a breath, and you need to really do some soul searching. A long time I never hear nobody say that, but you really do need to do some soul searching. You need to evaluate yourself as a person. You need to evaluate your morals. You need to evaluate your values. What is important to you? No. And don't feel like it must change. Because it can change. Because we are living, breathing people.
Yeah.
We're living, breathing, thinking beings.
Exactly.
Our situation changes. The season that you're in now is not necessarily the season that you will be in next week, 2 months from now, a year from now. And nothing is wrong with you reevaluating. And so I constantly reevaluate my situation and I constantly reevaluate my season that I'm in. And what I've learned to do over the years is prioritize.
Shana, I'm tired. I try that now.
But you
every time I was just saying.
Them agree.
I was just saying this to somebody a while ago because I was saying how tired I am. And I'm like, I feel like the more I try to take control of what is happening, is the more it just get worse. It is come down to a point where I have it in my calendar now. Like I have appointed a weekend where I'm saying no to everybody and everything.
Listen to me.
That is outside of what I want to
Last year, my doctor told me that a part of what was making me sick was that I was not taking time for myself to breathe. My doctor told me that I couldn't sleep and he gave me Xanax. And when I went back to for the same Sure. When I went back for the same problem, he said he's not prescribing it again because there is a root problem that we need to address. I have a good doctor. And him say, him gonna send me go get counseling. I'm gonna send me now that I come no problem
Maybe
already.
I need to go to therapy.
And the maybe.
No, not good therapist. Maybe I should go to therapy.
You can probably do Choose Life.
Choose Life International.
Choose Life International. That's where my doctor recommended, and I never went. I kind of just spoke with him because I think I was probably like the last patient for the day, and I did just spend some because he does counseling too. I spent some time talking to him, and it really helped. And out of the conversation, he said to me, "You really are stressed, and you really does need to take some time. You need to go to the beach. You like going to the beach. Go to the beach."
Bro, I feel like before things get out of hand, I do need to get a grip because I know I'm starting to get sick because now several persons pointed out to me in the past month or so that my scalp is not clean. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've never had an issue with dandruff or anything like that. And I thought it was a case where the last time I braided my hair, I thought that maybe the combination of products where the person using on my hair just wasn't agreeing with me. So it was flaking more than usual and whatever. But it was like gigantic flakes. And I'm like, what's happening? What you say? Something name?
I can't pronounce it. We're putting it on the screen.
Okay, see it there. That is it. I have an appointment right now with the dermatologist to find out because it's not terrible, but
it's not as bad as mine. I'm gonna tell you how bad this thing can get. My entire face, my ears is affected by it.
So I'm like, I'm concerned about myself because I've never been like sick with anything or whatever, and this thing just pop up out of nowhere, and I don't know necessarily what the cause is. But you had suggested that maybe the problem would have been stress. And to be honest, when I think about where I think it started, or when I think it started, it was because I was really tired and frustrated. I'm telling you all the time, anytime when you see me start itch, whatever, yeah, stress me out. Sometimes I fire that scratch when it comes to me and say, yeah, stress me out. Like, I don't know, we need... Jamaica, Krista, stop! Right now, that is what my body is saying, stop! And I don't know how to stop, but I need to learn this year.
No, but in the midst of all of this, like, we have to find positivity. We have to look at the light. And I really do think that we have to be really honest, really, really honest with ourselves. And we have to prioritize what is important in the moment for the season. And years ago, when I was still a very young teenager, my mentor at the time said to me that we tell ourselves that we can have more than one priority. And that's not necessarily true. At the top of your list is the priority. You can have a list of things that's important, but the top of the list is the priority. And it's normally the thing that it's like that is the rule of thumb for us. That is your hard and fast. That's where you don't make any
compromise.
No compromise. There's no room for talk there. So we need to be honest in what that is. What is wrong with these dogs? We need to be honest in what that is in our lives and work with that. Work with your priority list. So if God is at the top of your priority list, then everything we do is supposed to be centered around God. If family come after that, then maybe it is gonna be a health that come after that. And then work. If work may make a list, then work may make a list, you know. And we just have to be honest in that. But if it's a case where financial stability comes on that, then you know you have to look at the factors where we have to be able to can do them something there. Nobody's gonna take charge of your life, and nobody owes you anything.
True.
A truth that I tell myself all the time, and if you know me and you ever have no conversation with me off the air, or any deep conversation with me, you know I'm gonna always say, the world owes you nothing. what is promised to us in the Bible is nothing good until God come back for him world. Nothing good until we're dead and gone. Him never say we not gonna have life and opportunities for goodness to happen. But what is really promised is trials and tribulations. And so I have conditioned my mind already. And I think that because of how I process things and because of that, I take trials and tribulations, I take bad things differently. My process is a little bit different than most persons. I not believe say me gonna have no handouts. Is and I'm not a pessimist. At least I don't think I'm a pessimist. Do you think I'm a pessimist? I don't think I'm a pessimist.
No.
I'm not a pessimist.
Honest, it's real. I would call it more realism than anything else.
Yeah, I don't.
Realist? Something named so? Oh, okay.
That's something, sir?
Something supposed to name so?
No.
Realist.
I don't expect that everything is gonna be all sunshine and fairies. But I'm not always looking for the negativity. So if something good happens, I celebrate the good. I'm grateful and I praise God for the goodness. But when something bad happens, I praise God for the lesson. I praise God that He's still faithful to carry me through. And I look for the goodness in the bad thing. And if you have that mentality, then you are better off already.
It's true.
And if you don't have that mentality, pray to Jesus that He plant the seed and that He will give you opportunities in life to water it so that it can bloom and blossom in your life. Because it helps.
Yeah, and while it is not promised that we're going to have sunshine and daisies all the time, He said that He would never leave us nor forsake us. And honestly, I really appreciate the relationship that I have with God, because it is not a lie. God is extremely personal.
He is.
He will meet you where you are and He will remind you of what you need to be reminded of. In the time, He's a present help in time of trouble.
Yeah.
And it's really, really true. So I think that's one of the things that's helping to keep me on the rockers. I might tilt off your axis a little bit, talk it truth, but what's really keeping me right now is my relationship with God, because I even remember one day I was feeling really unloved and I was feeling very lonely and just very, I don't know, I was so down. And I opened the Bible to Isaiah, where he is just declaring his love for his people. I'm just like, I really needed that. Thank you for reminding me that I am loved by the most important person ever.
Yeah.
And then I also remember I've been praying about a series of things, and I was sitting and I look at my nail them at the time my nail them didn't want to do. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to find in my schedule to go and get my nails done. And the next day, got a text message saying that one of the obligations that I had for that day was no longer my responsibility. And I was like, cool. Call my nail tech, yada yada. Got the appointment, and there was somebody at the shop that night. And we had a conversation, and some of the things, and she was a Christian, and some of the things that she was telling me really encouraged me, because those are things that I would have been praying to God for, and God gave her a message to tell me.
And if you like Krista nails and you like my nails or any nail that I've ever done, then you can go and visit Salon on the Boulevard.
Salon on the Boulevard, right across from where Michi used to be. So the Shoppers Fair, she's right there, so upstairs. Yeah. So like, God will show up for you when He knows that you need Him the most.
That's true.
And He's listening. He really does listen, and He will answer.
Yeah, but I really want people to just be honest with themselves and be honest about who you are. Be honest about who you are. At least, if with nobody else, be honest with yourself about yourself. Please stop fooling yourself. Just be honest, because that is the first part to growing. That's the first part to developing character
and changing your situation, because if you're not honest with yourself, nothing is going to change. If you don't realize that you have a problem or whatever it is that you're facing is an issue, then bye. You're not going to ever move. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah. And I had 6 truths that I wanted to leave with you guys today about, That's 6 truths about life that I think are for a better mental health. And the first one is that you can only control yourself. So you can only control yourself, but if you don't know yourself, you can't control yourself. You can't control time, you can't control the world, you can't control finance, you can't control nothing else. But you can control yourself. And you owe it to yourself to be responsible for yourself. And the second one is that this is something that we say the first part of this all the time, but the full phrase of this actually came from a novel that I read. I don't even remember what the novel is called, but it was so good. It was a series at that time. I think it was a Wattpad series from way back in the day. But it is time is money, is knowledge, is power. Time is money. It goes very fast. That's just the bottom line of it. Time is the most expensive commodity, and it vanishes very quickly. And that's just the reality. And you learn about that when you're working in the real world. You realize that your time is
precious,
very, very valuable. It's the most valuable commodity. And that's why we say time is money. And is knowledge is power, is that the more you know, if you don't know things, if you don't make yourself aware, if you don't go out and seek the knowledge, then you would have put yourself in a powerless situation because you can't act on what you don't know. You're crippling yourself and you're making yourself weaker by keeping yourself ignorant. So knowledge is power. So time is money, is knowledge is power. And the third thing is that I'm lament about this. Priority can only be set and maintained by you. Don't make your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle. Don't make nobody dictate what your priority is. Your priority should be set by you because it's you who will have to keep it. It's you who will have to keep it.
You have enough people out there that want to make you feel bad for not accommodating them, not saying yes to them, not doing whatever for them. Because honestly, at that point in time, that is not your priority. But you have to hold.
You have to hold your priority, prioritize, make your priority, and you maintain your priority because it's going to affect. At the end of the day, you're the one that has to make the sacrifices, whether good, bad, indifferent, in between, whatever those things are.
Preach to me, sister.
Yes, so you have to do that. Number 4 is that you and I are gonna die one day, anytime. It can be anytime. It's gonna happen. And if it don't happen, you're gonna be raptured, or you're gonna have to stay and fight in Armageddon. And I don't want to fight in Armageddon, you know. I'd like to rest. And with how time is going, and with how times are going, like you can die at any time. I've had friends who have just passed away. I met people I'm going to high school with, people that we went to church with who would have never thought, good people, great people, amazing people who have just gone. You never expect it, but that's what death is. You don't expect it. So you're gonna die, I'm gonna die, we're gonna die, and we can die any day, one day, any day. So live in the present, live now, and live your life without regrets. That's what my mom taught me, to live my life without any regrets. I don't think I have. I feel awful that my mother has died. But I was even talking to my sister about it recently, and I don't really have any regrets. We said whatever we needed to say, whatever we wanted to say, whatever we never had to say to each other. We said it in the moment all the time. That's something that my mom did. You see, my father died. Wow. When my Jamaican.
No, but I'm
Jamaican. It's what my father did. My mother did say, no matter what, whatever is happening, whatever we're feeling, whatever we needed to say, do it in the moment. No regrets. You see, if you feel to eat something and you can eat it, eat it. You see, if you want to do something and you can do it, do it. Because you can die at any time. My father died young. I think my mom died young too. But I also know that my mother didn't die with any regrets. And anything that I could have done for my mom to make her dream come true, I did it. I did it in the moment. If it wasn't gonna cost me my priority at the time, I did it. So I am very proud of that. And something that I've always preached, and it was in my speech at graduation when I was doing the voter thanks, and it is that what you leave behind will define the life that you live. Or that what you leave behind will define the life that you live. So live on purpose. You can't live on purpose if you don't have priorities. Everything is connected, that I'm saying, you know.
It's true.
You have to live on purpose. You have to be intentional about the things that you are doing. Do it from your core, because it is important. It is vital that you do that. When you're doing things, it must have meaning. You know, that's a part of why I resigned. I started to feel like what I was doing never made any sense anymore. Like I was just doing it because.
Just because. And
it's important for me to have money, but it wasn't. It's like I couldn't live the lie anymore.
It's like, why?
I mean, there are other factors, but that was a part of it. There was a lot of compounding factors, but we don't want to talk about that now. And the last point that I have, because I said 6, the 6th thing that I want to say is something that is, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with our generation and why we can't get this in our head and why we can't take this serious. But if you guys are looking at where the world is going and you're understanding what is happening in time now and in life now, you'll understand how important number 6 is. And it is better saved than sorry. You don't lose anything by living for Christ.
Honest.
And that's how I looked at it when I got saved. It is, what am I really gonna lose out on by following Christ?
You not go party, you not go listen to certain music, you not go drunk, you not go can do what you want to do.
I mean, I did that. I did all of those things. And it was just a season in my life.
And I mean, for me, because I've never really partied, or I don't drink like that. I drink socially, but I've never been drunk. I think I've been tipsy. I just feel a little woozy. But I don't think I've ever been like drunk or anything. But I don't feel FOMO from what other people are telling me about what they do or whatever. And it's not just because I feel
like it's just an experience that needs to be had. Like, you know, I believe in experiences. Like, I am the biggest advocate for experiencing life. And I feel like for me, it's like, I did it. It wasn't a big deal. I don't feel any way about it. It was just a phase. You go through the phase, you move on with your life. I know people who make that their entire life though. I wouldn't have made that my entire life.
Whether you choose to or you don't choose to have certain experiences, the point still remains that you're not losing out on anything when you come to Christ. As a matter of fact, you gain more peace, you gain more joy, you know, in my opinion. And I don't remember where exactly this is from, but maybe we can find it and put it on the screen. But it comes onto a verse. I try to always remember it. Clearly I'm doing a bad job at it. But I remember the essence of it.
What is the essence of it?
That everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial.
All right, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's like, why? It's not... What is this really doing for me?
It's always about the end goal. And I think that is where we have fallen short as a people. Like, we look at what is in front of us. Perish! I know the Bible saying that.
Without it, you perish. It's true.
But yeah, I'd rather be saved than sorry. Because people always say, well, what if God don't exist? Well, what if he does? What if he does? What if hell is real? People always say, well, you're gonna waste your life. I don't feel what
waste. What is wasted?
What is wasted? Because I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be loving, kind.
People say you can do that without being saved.
but I can do that and be saved.
Exactly.
And I can.
So why not?
So what is the fear of all right, how about you guys socially experiment and see if God is real?
Why not?
Why not?
Because he said that if you seek him, he will reveal himself to you. He will be found. So why not put that to the test?
Put it to the test.
Put it to the test.
Why are people so afraid of trying that? You want me to try your lifestyle, right? So why can't you try my lifestyle? Try Jesus. And if you don't meet him, and if him don't reveal himself to you, and if you are the one sheep out of the 99 what him decides say him no want,
which he wants everybody, so
then
actually the reverse.
Then okay, fine. Your point is proven. But I believe that my God is not gonna let him word fall
to the
ground. So how about you put him to the test and put him to the test. Actively read your Bible. Actively live for the word. Actively seek and see if you find him. Just actively do it. Because I can tell you, it is better to be saved than sorry. Because people keep on to say, well, why have me live my life and do all of these things and then God do real? And my answer is always, well, what if he is? Because if he is, you're gonna go to hell. And we always preach this love. And nothing is wrong because God is love. But he's also a just God. And he also said that he will come back with brimstone and fire. And the Bible said brimstone and fire, but brimstone and fire can actually look like the missiles them where...
Well,
that's for another conversation.
Hey.
I'm gonna just push pause right there. We're gonna end it right there.
Yes, we are.
You know, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the fruitful conversation in the comments. I don't know. Do you guys think I should turn this into like a podcast? Because I'm kind of getting like a podcast vibe from this.
Yeah. Andrew agrees.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to switch this up and turn it into a podcast. But like, let me know. Let me know. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. You can't thank me for being here, so I can say thanks for having me. I've been wanting to say that line.
I'm gonna say it a while ago. And then you just preempt me.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, and I just want to thank Keith and Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah. Thank you for the fruitful conversation. I miss these conversations. Guys, we normally have these conversations in the morning.
Long time when I sit and talk, so.
I don't even think we're going to understand the levels of the conversations that we had in the morning on the way to work. And I feel like we have planned some big thing. What do you say we're going to do on podcast, you know? And then we say we're going to go live on TikTok.
I tried doing that one time.
Say, you are driving. And it just done the live.
I was banned for like 3 days from going live because they just like pay for your actions. You can't be living and driving. Like, but it's something up on a tripod stand or like whatever. So, whatever. Rules and regulations.
So we've been doing. I feel like I'm gonna put some of this on TikTok.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? It can be done, Andrew.
You can put in a frame. Can put in a frame, man.
Feel like me stress out Andrew? You know, guys, I'm gonna introduce him to Andrew in the next video or the next podcast. Who knows? Yeah. He might be up for a podcast if you guys don't have to see him.
I don't know. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's always a pleasure to talk to Krista.
Yay.
I'm gonna invite you guys to my friend One Big Media. Media. You see,
the two of them can depend on the podcast. Andrew and Raymond.
Yeah. I'm saying now, listen, I got introduced to my friend them. I'm gonna see why not. You see up here, so big brain people.
That is it.
Big brain. But yeah, guys, thanks again. And I'll see you on the next video.